can you just tell us about Dick, the player?
Dick was a very good mark, very good kick.
Strong, competitive, never say die. Probably lived his life the same way. He's very, very competitive.
There was nobody in country football that I saw that matched up to Dick. I still say he was one of the strongest and most feared players in country football.
He was a great leader at training, always led the way. If he couldn't do it, he expected nobody else to do it. Because Dick was a great competitor, and that's what he wanted all the players playing in his side to be. Whether you were the most highly skilled or not didn't matter, but you had to compete.
Treated everyone the same. There was no one any popular or anything like that, and provided you give your all, Dick was quite pleased with doing that.
He had enormous respect from his opposition, and that was transformed through the whole team, and allowed him to not only perform himself, but others around him to perform.
I'll just give a bit of a brief introduction of Dick's career overall. So Dick played in 8 premierships at Euroa and 2 at Lake Boga. He missed 1 with injury, I believe, Dick. Yeah. As a coach, he coached 7 senior premierships. Something that people might not be aware of is that Dick also, through those years, coached the seconds as well. And the seconds won 5 premierships, I believe. Yeah. And in those days, there was no assistant coaches, so Dick was the first and seconds coach, and he handled it all on match day pretty much by himself. I imagine with a little bit of assistance, but pretty much by himself. So
pretty long day.
A long day, all right. Dick was a noted goal kicker, and he kicked a total of 1,285 goals in his career. Kicked 901 at Euroa, kicked 257 at Lake Boga when he was very young, and 122 at Witchy Proof, and also 5 goals at Collingwood, where he played. How many games did you play at Collingwood?
4.
Dick, 4 games. Before he suffered a pretty bad injury. So
I broke my 3rd game, and I broke 1 the next year.
Yeah.
I wasn't fit enough.
Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah. Dick's a life member of the Euroa Football Club, and he was also president in 1978-79. Yeah.
What was those days?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Dick had a very simple philosophy. I remember on many occasions he'd say, there's 18 of them and there's 18 of us. You look after your man, I'll look after mine, and we should win, and that's what he expected you to do.
It sounds like it was a simple, clear philosophy when you speak to players.
It was very, very simple. Loyally, do as we want you to do. You're not out there for yourself, you're there for the team. Very, very simple.
He had confidence in people, and like he led by example, and there was no better person or harder person than the ball than Dick was when he was in full flight.
If we were ever in trouble, he could go onto the ball, lift us, will inspire us little fox terriers to have a crack at it,
And he would always say, it doesn't matter if you're having a bad day. When the opportunity arises, 1 or 2 good things towards the end of the day could be all the difference between winning and losing, and you never know when your turn comes.
Your early years when you're a kid, you actually grew up in Euroa.
No. Collingwood, Nile West, I was born in Nile West.
Nile West, you weren't? Okay.
6-year-old, father got the Lands Department, foreman to Albert Dixon here at Euroa.
Yep.
Had to come over at about 6-year-old then.
So what age were you roughly when you shifted over to Lake Boga?
About 12.
Yeah, okay.
Always fairly keen, I suppose. Played in the Swan Hill Comp. I was about 14, I think, just a Saturday morning.
Yep.
And then I started Lake Boga 52. Then I went up at the first, I was still 15.
Yep.
Played the last few games at full forward. And then 53, I was starting at full forward, and so I got 140 goals.
Yeah, I've got you for you kicked 140 goals.
And we made over 22 in 3 finals.
Yeah.
Won the premiership.
Yeah.
A good mob. then the next year we won it again, 54. Come from fourth place both years.
Yep. Did you play at full forward again the next
Yeah,
year?
all 2 years.
Oh, the 2 years.
92 girls the second year.
Okay, yep.
Three or four of us, the three of us were only 16, 17
Yeah.
in that side.
Yeah.
A lot of the old blokes come back, 52 they left it and then come back in 53. Made a big difference, so good time.
Yeah. No.
Old flag.
Half-field flag.
Yeah.
Did you get any? What are your memories of that first game?
I was playing on the Ernie Cully while he played in South Melbourne, he was the coach.
Really? Yeah.
I remember winning a tussle from the ball in the short pass and hit the opponent, and the coach went crooked me, it sort of stuck with me, you know.
Yeah.
One of the two of the opponent said, get off his back or something, you know.
Oh, really? Yeah.
We lived for a while at Pine, and that's right there too. But
Yeah.
their friends, they ate that, but they enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I knew I could kick straight, I didn't worry that
Yeah.
just grew up with it, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah. You're always a confident shot for goal when you took a mark and
I never worried getting it. Once I got it, I didn't worry about it.
Yeah. You played in the 2 premierships at Lake Boga. It was after those 2 years you came back over to Euroa to play.
You come to Euroa. Nancy and I were very young, and we sort of tripping around that one day, you know, during the off season. We ran into Cliff Elson, I think it was.
Yeah.
Talking about coming back here, sort of.
Yeah.
You know, so we thought we would.
Yeah. So how old would you have been then, Dick?
19, 19.
Okay, so she's still very young.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cliff Halsall, was he a? We all know Cliff Halsall. He's a bit of a legend of the Euroa Football Club and a historian.
Club man.
Yeah.
Good footballer in his day and a good writer on Gazette, wrote those books, beautiful.
He did. Yeah. We've all got
I'm
those.
pretty sure it was him that sort of got on the Harry Alexander and sort of we might have come back and try it out.
Do you remember who the coach was?
Les really 55.
Oh, Les was the coach.
55.
Yeah.
Senior coach.
Yep.
And we got to the grand final and lost at the Mansfield. They had a pretty good side with Tedley Hane and Bill Reed. I kicked 9 goals, 3 out of our team's 11 goals, 12 I think that day. I think I lost about 8 or 9 points.
Jeez.
So it wasn't a lot of it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have scored when I ran.
That's all right. That's fine.
Then 56 next year I went down to Collingwood.
50. Okay, that's
It's pretty good.
And at that time too, we were all locals, pretty much all locals. We had great camaraderie between us all, and we were all good mates. We did pretty much everything together, and so it was pretty easy to do it, you know. Euroa Football Club was as much as our life as it was his, and that's, I guess, due to him, because that's probably what he demanded, and he got it because we're all young and enthusiastic.
And you mentioned young and enthusiastic. He liked to bring young players through, like very young, not just 18, 19, but they could be 15, 16, 17 if he thought they had the ability. So he must have saw in them that they had the ability to be senior players pretty early on.
Yeah, probably that, but also that they would play his style of game. You know, that's where we were lucky that they were all locals. They grew up knowing that style. You bring somebody in from outside, of course, they've got other ideas about the way it should be played, etc. So that's where we were very lucky. He developed that style. Probably a little bit different before my time, where he first came here. He probably had to develop that ethic, probably. But in my time, we were all sort of around about the same age and grew up with Dick O'Brien. So that was it.
Was there any particular person from Collingwood who came and saw you to recruit you to Collingwood, or how did that
Probably
happen?
Bobby Rose, company 9, West, all the Rose boys.
Yeah.
And Carline was the secretary, he was a pretty good bloke.
Yeah.
They come up to interview me here,
Yeah.
all the guns.
Yeah. Who was the coach at that time? Was it
Fons Cohen.
Fons Cohen? Yeah.
Neil Mann, Bill Toomey, Mick Toomey, Thurman, all those blokes, Catlins.
Yeah. So as a young fella that you were at the time, that must have been pretty exciting to have Collingwood
go down the little hill one Saturday morning in Signal Lane Road.
Yeah.
Neil Collier's parents, they were mad keen Collingwood. I knew how to get there and they'd take me to the game.
Oh, right.
I'd get there and they'd have a big roast.
Yeah.
Roast lunch ready and pudding, and I ate a lot. I didn't already know that. But what they had now for their...
So this is before the game, Dick. You'd eat all lunch before the game. That's amazing. That is amazing.
Well, now their diets and...
Yeah. But it didn't bother you?
No, well, no.
You did.
Second game I played with Freddie Goldsmith. He won the Brownlow, first full back.
Yeah.
The year before.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one. At Hawthorn, Glenferrie Oval.
Yeah.
We played Hawthorn. Then played South Melbourne at Collingwood Group.
Yeah.
Then Richmond at Pump Road. First quarter, I got a goal and broke a leg.
That's when you broke your leg at Pump.
Shannon's first game in Richmond, he threw himself across me the mark. Yeah. Knew it, didn't it?
Yeah, well, not bad.
So that was the end of that year.
Yeah.
They played one game the next year. And it wasn't much fun going down on your own. No one wanted to know you when you come home.
Yeah, did you, when you went, you were a bit, sort of fell on the outer a bit, did you, when you were coming back?
57, I was there watching the game and Kirk McFarlane asked me about coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it away down there and come home.
Yeah.
So I had enough. Yeah. Don't know whether I would have made it or not, but I got through fourth game. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's right.
So I come back here 57.
Yeah.
Disaster.
So in that year, you played a game at Collingwood, and then you came back to Euroa and played the rest of the year and played in the premiership under Bill Pizzosso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the following year, I went down and trained. I've just come back again, 58. We won it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was what instigated your shift to?
Probably parents. My parents were Sea Lake, not far down the line, and Nance was at Lake Boga, not far away. Probably, I just felt like coaching.
Yep.
They just had the ear, I don't know why.
Yeah.
They had no ticket on myself, but I just thought, you know how it should be played. So
Yeah.
we made the primary final, which improved in the third year, beaten by a couple of points, the side that went on and won it, so it went far away.
Yeah.
I won the best and fairest in 61, which improved the club one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So then I put in for the job, here at 62,
62.
but I still come back.
You came back, yeah. So in '62, did you win the best and fairest at Euroa in '62?
Yeah.
So the year you came back, yeah.
I won the best and fairest club and I won the league.
You won the league as well.
62.
Okay.
In 63 I was runner-up in the league.
So a lot of people wouldn't realise that you played a lot of your football in the ruck.
Yeah. From then on, I
Yeah.
got a bit older, I sort of went back forward.
Yeah. Did you enjoy running around in the ruck as opposed to being sort of?
Read it a bit better.
Yeah.
No, we 63. We went through undefeated.
Yeah.
63.
So 62. Where did you finish on the ladder in 62? Do you remember?
62 was, we were beaten at primary final.
Finals.
But was he big on that, mateship and friendship?
Yeah, sure. I think Dick's involvement in the club and with his players, Dick actually lived for football in the time he played and coached, and that's what he expected others to do, and you did it because we, as a team, we were all one, whether you were seniors, seconds, or in the underage football. You're part of the football club, and Dick lived it and loved it and hoped everybody else would join in with the same attitude.
So this is about the point where we start into your coaching career at Euroa. So
The reason I come in, Bob Hampel had put in for a job in Wayne Rovers. They found out, so they sacked him. They come around to see me, Kirk McFarlane, and see if I'd take it on.
yeah,
So I took it on.
yeah. So you've done a few years at which you proved so you had a bit of experience under your belt.
Yeah, I think it helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did what time of the year was it when this all happened? Was it sort of? Was it pretty close to the season?
Before Christmas, I'd say.
Oh, okay, so you
End
had
of season.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you had a
When
little
I
bit.
coming back, perhaps if Lake Boga had been a coaching appointment, I might have went back there, but
Yeah,
it wasn't. So
yeah,
we come home.
yeah. Well, we
So 63. I remember standing over watching the cricket, come old blokes in front of us saying how we were going to struggle. We lost Hinkle and Ralph Stoney and Smile, and we lost a few players. I reckon we wouldn't go too good. I thought at the time then, if we all had a go, we might be far away.
Yeah.
Which turned out right, went to undefeated.
It did, yeah, it's amazing. And you brought up some players that, you mentioned a couple, I think, that people perhaps didn't think were going to be good players, but you brought them up into the seniors and they performed well.
Yeah, they were gallows. I always like a bloke who contest and they were contested. Well, they might have the real ability, some of the other players, but everyone were on its own playing.
Yeah.
And they had to go.
Yeah. Strong
They
contestants.
looked after each other and be direct. None of this mucking around the flags. Direct down the ground.
Yeah.
Give us room and all be there, sort of. I was full forward then, so they sort of straight out.
Yeah.
They're good flankers, like Ronnie Bathman and these blokes. Wally Langton, Peter Lovell.
Yeah.
Had a string of good half-forward flankers. They knew where to go and what to do. And,
Yeah.
And we picked up, halfway through the coaching, we picked up a terrific batch of thirds.
Yeah.
Donnie Mills and Bluey Jagger and Mickey Peel, Vinnie Edwards, you reel them off and they all come on,
Yeah.
There was a changeover, there was a changeover halfway through.
Yeah.
That's how we could keep going. First year I was coaching, we picked up a couple of school teachers, Jeff Neal and Jock Desmond, really good players. That was a big help,
Yeah.
big plus. Seconds had a pretty good side, they did a damn good job. They won, the win-loss ratio pretty good, as good as the first pretty well.
Yeah.
A lot of good players might have been playing any other year, but we're sort of pretty settled.
Yeah.
They beat Bonnie Doon, was the big guns there for a few years, but we took over from them.
Yeah.
We got doubles, 3, 4, 5, that was a pretty good effort.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Then we missed out at 66, we shouldn't have missed out, but they had the second one, and we bounced back in 67.
Yeah.
It was a good win. I was out with the Crook League that day.
So 60.
Longest time we got in.
Yeah. So did
67 was a good win.
you?
A few young blokes in that were starting to come through.
Yeah.
Yeah, thirds.
Yeah.
Not a man on man, we pick out sides and then take the balls around, you're contesting all the time.
Yeah.
We'd go out to Lindsay Neal's up the hill,
Yeah.
the old Lindsay.
I know my dad's half sort of on the hill all the time, Dick. So
He was a trainer, Lindsay.
yeah.
Bloke would go down, they see Lindsay heading out, and they'd jump up and run away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where he got there.
Yeah.
No, good old bloke anyway.
Yeah.
More or less to get on top early, no loose men.
Yeah.
Once they're like, a little bit different these days here. Your old run well with the ball, but as soon as it's turned over, there's no defence. They don't, too many loose opponents.
Yeah.
This is vital, I reckon.
Yeah. So it's a real man on man.
When you haven't got the ball, they're not going to kick to you, are they?
Yeah.
The opponents.
Yeah.
They just can't understand
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Just a change in the way. Yeah.
We just tough at the ball. We pick blokes to do that, tough at the ball. And give it all they got,
Yeah.
We're all one unit, there's no individuals, we're all good mates. We still are.
After your coaching, we won 63, 64, 65, and then 67 and 69 and 70. So after that, at that time, you being at the coach of the club, there was some talk about your role going into the GVL. What were your personal thoughts on changing leagues at that time? Were you keen on it, or did you?
We're sort of getting unbeatable over here, I suppose one side of the people sort of get sick of you winning all the time, so I suppose that was a challenge, a huge challenge to go over there. I knew we'd do it right because we had a damn good side.
Yeah.
I'd like to play Collingwood and turn the thing back at what they're doing now,
Yeah.
what we could have done.
Yeah.
I still reckon we beat them.
Even though they were good players, they must have been playing to the game style and the way that the Dicko Berry brand of football. Though they must have grown up watching. I imagine they would have been at the footy on a Saturday before they played thirds or something.
Sure. Yeah.
So they were always learning the way that you wanted to play, or that your role wanted to play,
Yeah.
and so
They just come.
They transitioned in, yeah.
The thing that I enjoy most is the mateship when we're playing, and it's still the same now. To finish, we're still good mates.
Yeah.
I know he was, as I say, a great leader. Respected us all, I think, and we respected him. As I said, he couldn't do it, expected none of us to do it. And I think that's the example, is it, you know? If you can't do it yourself, you don't expect anybody else, and always led the way. And I think that sort of followed me in good, what Dick did, you know, lead the way for him, try and set him on the right way, you know.
You decided to retire at the end of 1969 from playing. Why did you retire in the first place? Were you injured, or were you just...
I thought I had enough, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, 71 I didn't start, and then
You started...
put that year in 2 seasons over there.
Yeah.
Third go.
Third go. Yeah. So you got the itch to play, like, you know...
Yeah, I thought I'd give one more go.
Yeah.
Different league.
Yeah.
I always believed Warringah was just as good as the Golden Valley.
Yeah.
I've got a soft spot for the Warringah.
Yeah.
You know, every game was a hard game. Had some terrific football with some of these sides. The Bluey Sheltons and the Peter Tossels and Elliot went to St Kilda with the A. Jagger-Elvis, Earl Legger.
Yeah.
They had, it's a good league.
Yeah, well,
The last time we played Golden Valley in the league, we had all their sides, we doubled their score. We beat them 8 goals to 4 or something.
Yeah.
Doubled their score. Oh yeah, I enjoyed it. Enjoyed it. You had to play well.
Yeah.
And it should set an example.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah. Did you find it hard? I know. Did you find it hard, like concentrating on the two things? Like, one, you're trying to play and play well, and also worrying about all your, you know, your teammates. And
Not really. No.
just came pretty naturally. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that came pretty naturally too, do you think?
Yeah, we had good contact with all the players, good mates.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must be doing the right thing. I don't think they went crook.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you.
No, that's right. That's right. Yeah, but it must have been the other every other club in the league. We would have been out to get Euroa all the time because they was been trying to knock us off.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They weren't as tough as us.
So
We'd like putting up on ourselves.
Yeah.
You didn't lose many.
Yeah.
Seconds and first.
Yeah.
We're all one big family, seconds and first.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no... All good mates.
You touched before, we were on film about how he came to Euroa. Do you want to share that story?
Yeah. My old man and Kurt McFarlane went and picked Dick up from Lake Boga. I'm pretty sure they left on the Friday to pick him up over the weekend, and it was Sunday afternoon before they actually arrived in Euroa back with Dick. And the old man said that every person in Lake Boga, Dick went around and shook their hand and said he was going. So it was a pretty big thing for him to shift. But yeah, Euroa's been really grateful to have a leader like he has over the years.
And we probably don't get this opportunity very often, and we may not get this opportunity again. Is there something that you want to share about Dick, or something that other people may not know about?
Oh, it's probably odd things that probably we're all getting a bit old, we'll probably forget them, but one of the main things, like, he could mould a side in and mould everyone in together, and we've all had the one goal, and like in Dick's era, there was some good footballers went through, and Dick really moulded them in and placed them in the right spots to be good footballers. And, you know, we're lucky to play in the amount of premierships we did. He was a hard taskmaster at times. I remember training here some nights, things weren't going well, Dick would go off the air. Dick spoke to you like it was a fear of God that appeared in you at times. So, but yeah, he had due respect for you, as the same thing as he had for himself and every other person that was in the side.
Dick, guys, I'm just going to ask you about a few, individual players, and I know you don't like talking individuals because it's a team game, but some of the players that I could think of to ask about that we can go through. Don Gross was someone who you would have coached when he was a young kid.
Yeah, he was good right from the start. went around to see his father. It was all right for him to play in the first. He's only 15, I think, then.
Yeah.
Only 15. Yeah, we said we'd look after him. So,
Yeah.
he was good, very skillful,
Yeah.
right from the start.
And where did he play when you started?
On the wing.
He was a winger?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Had a couple of years, I think. Yeah.
I think he might have played 2 years, and then he got recruited down to Essendon.
Yeah. No, he's talented.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got a couple of the goals. Murray goal.
Yeah, strong bloke, Murray, right from the start, and big help to the other ruckman. He'd sort of open it up for them.
Yeah.
Strong, good player.
I think in that.
Coached for a couple of years.
Yeah. I think in that. I think Murray might have almost played in the. But after you, he might have played in. I think he might have played 6 premierships, Murray. So he played right from the 60. Did he play 64?
64.
64 on.
64.
Yeah. Where did Murray? Was Murray always a ruckman or ruck rover? Where did he?
Yes, that's where he started. Yeah, I think so. Ruck rover.
Yeah.
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 He done well against the big blokes. You could muscle them out. So,
Yeah. Robbie Gall.
Yeah.
Robbie Gall.
he's a good player, Robbie.
Yeah.
Johnny Saga done a great job centre half for a few years. The Rob come through. Yeah, tall and agile. Good mark.
Yeah. And he'd come out of you coaching him in the seconds, like
Yeah,
one of
he was
these
in the
players.
second for a few years.
Yeah,
So I
so-
left him there too long.
Yeah. So you developed him in the seconds to be the player that you
when he
wanted.
come in, he just took over centre half forward.
Yeah. Mickey Peel.
Yeah, he was real lively. Mick,
Yeah.
he's always in and under, and a good player.
Yeah. Yeah. Did he was a rover. Did he? But he did kick a lot of goals,
Kicked
Mick
goals,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He was a bit of like a Lee Matthews, I reckon.
Yeah.
Did he kick goals from being on the ball or when he was resting down in the forward pocket?
A bit of both. Mainly on the ball, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. But him and likes of Vinnie Edwards,
Yeah, Vinny.
McRobert, good little men.
Yeah, me and McRobert was the next one on my list.
Yeah.
So
He, very skillful player. Everything he did was right.
Yeah.
No, he's a good player.
yeah, and
We were lucky to pick him up. His father come into Loxley, I think they come to Rustports and Mandy.
yeah, Bluey Jago.
Yeah, strong.
Yeah.
Louis, better on your side than against.
Yeah. so
Yeah, terrific mark.
Bluey centre half back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Mickey Williams was there. Louis come in.
yeah. So
That's where we sort of kept.
that was your
that
sort of
was the
changeover.
change.
Yeah. So you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a good
Mick
point.
was a strong bloke for his side.
Yeah.
He done a good job, so I bet.
So you had Mick. There's blokes like Mick, Mick Williams, Kevin Hill, those sort of types.
Yeah,
that
Kevin
were
did
early.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin played in the 57, 58s early on.
So he
Good,
played.
reliable back pocket.
Yeah. He would have played in a few premierships.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
still playing in
Because I think
65. I think he's still playing.
yeah, stopped coaching for a couple of years. I think Murray might have coached 72, but you coached again in 75. Was there a big change in the players that personnel wise, or were they pretty
Yeah,
consistent?
probably got used to the others all playing together.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably wasn't quite the same.
having coached for all that time while you were playing, how did you handle not being out there, like being over at on the sidelines?
A lot harder. Yeah, not as good.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, I never thought about it much, but I'd rather be the playing part of it.
Yeah, yeah. So in all that, what did you enjoy the most? This is probably a hard question because you were a coach for a big part of while you were playing. But what did you enjoy more? Did you enjoy the playing part more, or the coaching, or is it a combination of things for you?
Combination of both, that sort of went together.
Yeah,
Yeah, I must have enjoyed the coaching, but
yeah,
because we were winning, I suppose.
yeah.
Helps a bit.
It does, yeah. It certainly does.
Not a bad effort. Undefeated 63 and then undefeated 69 again. The flow of players,
Yeah.
just unreal.
Yeah.
What we're replacing
Yeah.
all the time.
It just seems to me that you had, without knowing a lot about it, that you had a system that obviously a team first system. So it was about the team, and that as players got older and retired or wore out or whatever, that you had these new players coming in through the thirds.
Probably helped.
Yeah, but
Freshen it up.
mm,
No, they're good players, they were right from the start.
yeah,
They had to be a contester. my book. You know, chest everything.
Yep.
Got a couple, I reckon. They go all right when they flow of the ball and they got the run of the ball, but they don't defend. Not my job to point it out.
That's all right. Well, obviously, when you were coaching, though, you were a full forward, but defence was still a really important part of how you played the game, though, wasn't it?
We knew each other.
Yeah.
Like so Robbie steers in the centre, he'd swing around the centre and you know to get going. He landed in the goal square, big left foot kick.
Yep.
You knew it was coming down and quick, not like it is now. Bloody 4 or 5 kicks across the ground like last night.
Yeah.
Cross, I couldn't watch it. They've got 4 or 5 kicks, 4 or 5 handballs, and they haven't moved.
Yeah.
They haven't moved any one kick from here to the bloody goal square.
I went down and took my boys to Carlton at Melbourne last Sunday at the MCG, and it was a bit like that.
You're Carlton, are you?
I'm Carlton, yeah.
A good day.
Yeah. Clearly have a pretty close bond with all your players.
Yeah.
You can tell them, we talk about it.
Yeah, for sure.
They you've got your own family, but they're almost like your removed family in a way.
Mates, yeah.
And I think when you coach players for as long as you did, or even just for a year, you do have a pretty close relationship with your players, don't
For
you?
sure. Still do. Yeah.
That's about sort of all I've got for the.
I hope it went off all right.
Dick. Well, Dick,
Don't want to sound skying.
no, it's been really good listening to your thoughts on your whole life in football.
Yeah.
You've played and coached in premierships. You played for Collingwood.
Yeah, that was disappointing. They'd have got fit and what could hurt. Yeah, wouldn't ever know.
No, that's right. Well, on behalf of the Euroa Football Netball Club, Dick, I've really appreciated having the chance to have a chat with you here today. Just to put down on film, your memories of football and what it means to you, and we can't thank you enough for what you've done over the years. We really appreciate your efforts, all through that.
Thank you, Matthew and Johnny. Hope I didn't come over all right. Not
Welcome to the Memorial Oval today for the match between Euroa and Mansfield. Today we welcome our past footballers, netballers and officials for our annual Past Players Day. 2019 marks the 50th anniversary of our 1969 First 18 and Third 18 premierships, and we welcome the members of those teams who are here to commemorate that occasion today. Today we also welcome the O'Brien family in particular. We have a very special presentation to make to one of Euroa's greatest legends, Dick O'Brien. So it is fitting today that we dedicate the naming of our scoreboard behind me as the Dick O'Brien scoreboard. I'd now like to invite Dick forward to say a few words.
well. Never thought to see this day. Thanks very much for putting this in the committee of the Euroa. Been a great club over the years. I'm only so proud to be in this position. 1884, the Euroa formed, so there's been a lot of marvellous people through the club. I just appreciate being one of them. We had some great times. It's just nice to see we're up against our old foes from Warringah North East Days, Mansfield. They've always had a tough side. It's great to see all the supporters, everyone that's turned up today. I'm not a great talker at these sort of things, but thanks very much. I really appreciate it. And I'd just like to say that all my family have turned up, come for miles, and I appreciate that too. All the best with those sides. May the better team win. Thanks a lot.